Hello and welcome to another Twitch stream. Today I am continuing on, let's see if I can turn that down a little bit, with Death. So that is the character that I'm drawing. I'm not being morbid. So today is coloring and I'm so excited. I'm just gonna move my wires out of the way. So I'm gonna be working on adding in the background tones first. And then after I'm done with the background tones, then I will work on the character herself. Right now she has a film over her. It's called a mask or a frisket. It's like a plastic thing that I can peel off easily. It doesn't take the paper with it. Think the stickiness and tack of like a Post-it, but it's clear so that I can see the character underneath. Mike, hello! Wayne, swoosh time, that's right. So, I have a little piece of scrap paper, it's watercolor, and I'm going to test out some of the colors first, just to be safe and make sure that I like the look, and then we will move forward. So, first things first, I have my watercolor palette by my side. And I'm just gonna get my swatch out. So this is the swatch sheet of the watercolors that I have. I'm leaning towards using this blue and then mixing a few spots of like brilliant purple just to add some, I don't know, to add some color and fun to it. I may or may not do that. So that's why I wanna test them out, see how they work together, see if it looks nice, and if not, then I'll just stick to just this blue right here. So that's what we're gonna try out now. Whatever I do needs to be dark enough that the white paint that I'm gonna use for the rain stands out from it. So that's really the main thing that I need to check on first and make sure all of that works, and then I can move forward. So, actually I'm gonna move her out of the way first because I'm gonna do my little test. So let's just put down a piece of paper towel. And I'm gonna use my bigger brush. I don't actually use this one all that often because it's quite large for the detail work that I do, but for the background, this will be perfect. So, because I want this to actually be quite wet, I'm going to saturate the paper first. And we just hope this is gonna look right. So I just want big, soft bits of color. So, here's the blue. And then maybe I'll do some things where I like add a few little dots of clear water just so that it's got some texture. And now I'm gonna get some purple and we'll see how this looks. It may or may not work out the way that I have it envisioned, and then if it doesn't, that's fine. There's other colors I can test. Truthfully, I'm running out of some of this purple, so it may or may not last me for very many more commissions. Weep!
The number you have dialed cannot be reached, and that's okay.
Then, just to try it out, I also have some turquoise that I want to try. It's 475. Oh wow, I've never tried this color before. So anyway, I just want to test it out and see how this one looks. That's a little bit too bright and sky blue, so I probably won't use that. The blue will look good as a dark background. Yay! Thank you, Wayne. So I may have overwet the paper. Oops. But it is at least enough for me to see how the colors work together. I won't wet the paper before I add watercolor on the main one. So that's something I learned. It looks like a face. Oh yeah, okay, I can see it. Let's try getting a little bit more of this going on in here. Hello, Melvin. Okay. So, this blue is definitely a no-go. The purple I'm still on the fence about. And then the actual blue back there I really love. So, I'm thinking about what I should do. Did I see Sabine's Black Widow? Is that the one that's all like magenta or like a reddish pink in the back? Hello, Rapid Firefox. Welcome to the stream today. So I'm sorry, you guys, I need to wait for this to dry and settle a little bit more, but I'm almost leaning towards just doing the blue. I'm gonna have so much gray in her that I was kind of hoping to avoid gray and go more with a blue, but maybe blue is enough color. It is such a pretty blue. Okay, well, for now I'm going to just stick with the blue. I think that the purple might be a little bit much. So, yeah. I'm gonna stick with that navy blue up at the top. Hello, Hope. Welcome to the stream. Her gloves are black. She's pretty much completely black and then extremely pale skin. So like her belt, everything is black. Her hair is very black. It's just the sky that I pretty much have to play with as far as color goes. Even her lipstick is black. Oh, I'm so sorry, Atomic Tizzle. Phoenix 4 Hearts, hello. Everything is going great, thank you. I hope you're doing good as well. Yes, this is Death. Hello, Devin. All right, so my watercolor palette, as you guys can see, is a little bit overfilled with colors at the moment. So I'm just gonna clear this spot so that I have somewhere to put the blue. There we go. So that spot is nice and clean. And I'm gonna get some more blue. So I've got a decent amount of this blue. I'm not really worried that I'm gonna run out anytime soon, which is great. Oh man, it's still mixed with another color. I guess I didn't thoroughly clean my brush. Wasteful, bummer. Hello, Aftermac. You just got the print you ordered from me yesterday. Oh, yay! Well, my warehouse crew are amazing, and they are doing everything they can to make sure things are shipped out fast. So I don't deserve any of that credit, but they sure do, and I'll let them know that you guys are so happy. You just bought a new one. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you all so much for your support. There we go. Sometimes I've found with watercolor, when you mix too many colors together, it can get this kind of muddy, not very nice look to it. So that's why I try to keep the colors from getting contaminated. But I don't need this blue as dark as it can be. So I'm trying to lighten it up with some water. And then I'm just gonna get another brush so that I can coat it. I'm gonna just do a little bit of water. So not as much as I had before, but just a tiny bit. So for that, I'm gonna get this big old foofy brush and just get a little light dusting of water on here. Now this thing likes to keep dust in it, which is most unfortunate for the process. But as this whole thing dries, I can clean off all those little bits of dust. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. Ooh, so Fred. Oh, good. This is kind of how light I want this to be at first. I will add more watercolor, and I'll probably do it in a couple layers or something. Actually, I'm gonna do a bigger brush here. And I don't really want the watercolor going all the way down to the edge of the paper, either at the bottom or at the top, because I want this puddle to be very clear, and then I'll add more watercolor and make it a bit more dense up at the top. Let's get a little bit more water along the edges here. Cleanser Bree. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so I'm just gonna push some of these things out along the edges. They'll start sinking back into the center eventually, but at least I'm just trying to get a little bit more of an even flow. Okay, I don't want it as much of a hard edge as I've got right now, so I'm just gonna let it seep out a little bit. Oh, thank you, Rapid Firefox. Phoenix for Hearts. No, you don't have to. You can. A lot of people do write me just to check in and make sure all is well, but I really, really don't mind. It's a huge honor, in my opinion, if somebody's has decided to use one of my pieces as a tattoo. That is by all means. So I'm just adding dots, and I don't intend for these things to stay as dots, but it's just gonna like spread out and give a little bit more of a strong contrast the closer it gets into her, without me having to like paint over the whole thing. So as time goes on, these are gonna spread, and my hope is that it'll bring in a little bit more saturation. Kylie, hello! How is the blue staying off the girl? I have a something that's called a mask over her, so it's like a clear plastic, and on the other side it's sticky, but think a little tiny bit stickier than, say, a Post-it. So it does come off paper without tearing the paper with it. It's called Frisket or masking film. Now, as this starts to dry, my whole way that I'm doing this is no longer gonna work. So I have to just get it done now. And I'm gonna keep spreading some of this out. Does it get sparkly? What does that mean? Oh, I'm so glad you like it, River. Thank you. No, this doesn't get sparkly when it dries. This is just regular watercolor. So I'm gonna try pulling some of the direction of the watercolor to get the to start getting the rainfall thing. Now that's literally just an idea that came to me right now. I'm not entirely sure if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it so that the direction is also in the rain direction. Fallen Forever, hello! Yes, Anzer, I did it yesterday on stream. So if you go to my video from yesterday, you'll be able to see how I laid it on there and cut it off and all that stuff. Hello, Mystery! Philip! Hello, hello! Hello, Rob. Welcome to the stream today. So I hope this whole idea works. I'm really not sure that it will. But I'm gonna try it out anyway. So what I'm using is my, it's basically like a fur brush. And I'm kind of using it as a little bit of a feathering effect, but mostly I'm using it because it's I can use it sideways and it's a little bit thinner. Now I know that there are lines going through the umbrella, which is completely unrealistic. The umbrella though is going to be colored in fully in black, once I take off the masking film and start coloring her. So I'm happy that the umbrella has some background color to it, and her gloves and stuff, it doesn't matter to me because they're gonna be very black. So those things I didn't really worry about masking. It was really just her that I was concerned about masking so that I could have the freedom to do what I'm doing right now. Cyborg, excuse me, Cyborg Kangaroo, thank you so much for the follow. And you just got a like squeak for free. She looks like a Dalmatian. LOL. So I may need to do one more layer of blue on top of this once it dries. For now, I'm just leaving it and letting it dry a bit more. And then once it fully dries, I'm gonna do some splatters with the dark blue. And then I'm gonna do another layer of some more paint on top. And then hopefully from there, it'll be dry and dark enough that I can start adding the white. Money for nothing and the squeaks for free. That's right. Juan, hello. Welcome to the stream today. So guys, I had such a bad headache today. I actually laid down for a little while before going live. I was hoping to go on earlier, but we are having like a weather pattern come in today, and when the pressure changes, my God, I feel like my brain is bleeding out my ears. So I took Dayquil, which really helps me for some reason when there's a weather change, but it makes me so thirsty. It's really weird. Oh man, that's so awesome, Cyborg. A huge thank you to you and your wife. That's so cool. My headache is survivable now. Okay, so that is enough for now. I think what I'm gonna do just to expedite the process is to give it a quick little blow dry. So I'm gonna turn off the microphone for a minute so that I'm not blasting out your ears, and then I will return. Hello, John. Welcome to this afternoon's stream. I'm glad you like the blue. I tried purple and another lighter blue, and it just didn't quite look right. So I decided to stick with just blue for this one. Gabriel, hello. See you later, Firefox. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Kylie. That is why I had to lie down. All right, I'm gonna mute myself for a minute. You guys are obviously not muted, so you can carry on. But it's just so I can dry this and get things moving along. I'm back. How much will it cost for a cut and a blow? That could sound so much worse than you intended, Wayne. Yes, the piece didn't go very far because I paused on this one and I started in on my next commission, and I'll show you guys the layout. Or exactly as intended, true. So this is sketch layout, right? I'm not done. Her head is too small. I'm working on it still. I'm not sure I like the direction of this leg, but I'm working on the next commission on my list, which is Big Dog Inc.'s Joan of Arc. However, instead of doing the metal wings that I did for the Joan of Arc cover, they would like actual feathered wings, and they sent me some ideas of what they're looking for. They would like her seated with legs spread a little bit, so I'm doing that. And yeah, I'm just kind of kicking around some ideas. Yay! So I will be working on that one probably, hopefully, starting tomorrow. And then I'm going to always be, at least for this week and next week, which are commission weeks, I'm going to be working on probably 2 at a time so that I can keep the live streams interesting, hopefully not be doing any light boxing while you guys are having to watch, stuff like that. You are not naive, Wayne. Really, Tom? Oh, that's so awesome. That's so great, Kylie. Thank you, Paul. All right, so now it's time to do another pass of watercolor on this piece because it's still not dark enough. Now, it may seem like what I just did is wasted time, especially with all the little pulls and pushes I did to give that sort of rain look. I don't see it that way, and I will explain why. The reason why with paint, you can do one thing and then add more on top and then more on top is because every little layer that you do, even if you're covering something or you're seemingly covering something, it still seems to give the paint more depth, even with watercolor. So I've been learning that over the course of working with watercolor. Like, I'll do splatters for like the dust or whatever that's in an environment that I'm working on, and then I'll cover it and do some more. But you can still see them a little bit, and then that makes it so that the piece goes further into the page. It makes it look like some of the dust particles that are floating around in the Divinica world, for instance, are further away, and then there's some closer up, and it gives that depth into the piece, which I find really helps in painting. With digital, you duplicate the layer, rotate it a little bit, and turn down the opacity. So I didn't really know how to do that in paint all in one shot, because in my brain, when I was first starting in paint, I felt like everything had to be done that minute before it dries and get it done immediately. But no, you can actually let something dry and then add another layer, and it just helps to give the piece more body to it, I suppose. Thank you, Kylie. Oh, that's so cool, Tom. I love it how everyone is getting so resourceful with the whole shutdown in ways to talk to their family and friends, even if they can't go visit. It's really cool. I think that the world is going to see a lot of innovation over the next few weeks or months or however long this lasts. Hopefully not very long. That you know, things that may not have progressed in our society or in the world or in technology for another couple years, they're all going to happen like right now because everybody's got the time to think about it, the need, the resources, all of that, you know, to propel us forward. So I'm excited to see what things happen. 13JSS and Per Boy Jessen. If I'm reading your name terribly, I'm so sorry, but thank you both so much for the follow. You started in MS Paint. You got that explanation. Yay! Okay. We're going to do another layer now. So I'm re-wetting the page. The water is blue. I don't want it to be very dark down by her feet because I'm going to put like a nice puddle right here, and that is going to kind of be the base. So I don't want right around her legs to be extremely dark too. Yes, and babies, definitely. Happy little petals, that's right. All right, so I need to get a little bit braver with the color because, as we all know, or maybe you guys know, watercolor dries lighter than it looks when you first place it down, which you know makes it really difficult because you gotta be so brave to put down all this color right when you start. It's like, come on, give me a break. Okay, so I've mixed a little bit more water in it down here, but I think it's going to need even more. So I'm just using clear water down at the bottom. And clear water over here because I just want a soft edge. That seems like a good price. Okay, so 180 divided by 24. Let's see. 180 divided by 24 equals... Yeah, you're getting them for like a third of the price that I paid. Well done. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for the host and welcome to the stream. Okay. So the first thing I want to do right now is get some flecks of color on the exterior. So what I'm going to do is I'm mixing some with, I have an acrylic brush, and I'm finding these to be the best for splatter because they're a firmer bristle. And I expect these to spread because the paper is still wet. Oh my God, you get to pick the 24 from about 35 options? Kylie, that is such a good deal. Score! Do you have a picture of my palette, like the colors that I've picked? In case you want to get some of the same ones. You'd like to? Okay, I'll take a picture of it for you. Okay, next up, I'm going to start pulling the paint back and forth to get that rain look to it. So I'm getting some clear water and I'm pulling the water into, well, my water is anything but clear, but you guys get the picture of what I'm trying to do. Oh my gosh, there are splatters on the wall over there. I made such a mess. I actually had to get one of those, you know, those magic scrubby brushes, those white ones, and scrub my desk for quite a while to get all the paint off because it was all dried acrylic. It was quite a mess. That's the one thing I'm having to really get used to with my newfound love of traditional painting is the mess that it makes. I'm used to, like, the worst thing I have to deal with is some eraser shavings. Now it's just like paint everywhere. Did I finish the Divinica Naughty cover with the makeup? You know what? It's sitting in my folder, scanned, done-ish. I just need to, like, honestly wrap it up. The original is complete though. And I am compiling the candle one that I was working on as well, where she's holding the candle. That one scanned so terribly that I'm actually piecing it together with photographs because it's so bad. Oh, yay. Hello, Mitch. Thank you so much. How old is your son? He's 15. Oh, okay. That's great. Sometimes I know I need to watch my language a little bit, so I apologize in advance. Okay, so I'm just pushing and pulling the paint. I've never really done this before, but it's kind of working. All I want is to get a little bit of the motion, of the rain in the parts where the white paint isn't gonna stand out as much. He loves to sketch and learning to add color. He's accustomed to 4-letter words. No worries. Okay, good. And that's so awesome that you're sketching and adding color. That's great. And you know, now is the perfect time when school is all a little bit up in the air, or maybe it's spring break or whatever the case may be. All you need to get better at art is to do art. So this is the perfect time. I'm so glad that you're getting into coloring. It's awesome. Saxon, thank you so much for picking up Divinica today. Whoop whoop for you. Yes, it is a foretelling of what's to come. There is a whole lot planned. Your Divinica shipped today. Whoa, that's awesome. You're still waiting for your local store to get it, I'm sure, Kylie. I guess it's, you know, I guess the shipping, of course, takes a bit longer to Australia. The ones from Rothick, not yet. Okay. I'm kind of inclined to not do another round of blue. I think that this might be enough. I'm really hoping it is. Okay, you guys are saying you'd leave it. Devin, I prefer Salty Dawn. Another would be too much. All right, good. All right, let's do some more expediting of the process. I'm gonna mute myself just so that I'm not running a blow dryer right in your ears. It's a little aggressive and not very fun to listen to. So I will be back. You guys can continue talking. And I am just gonna do the final drying of this piece. You called it. That's right, Rob. I'm back. A ball gown Harley. That would be fun. Okay. So I want to do one more round of the blue splatters really quickly. And now they would actually dry in splatters. So I'm going to take some of this off. I want them to be small splatters. Actually, yeah, that works good. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting the direction right. Some of them actually look like little raindrops. It's perfect. And because I'm doing them at a distance, the splatters that are hitting the paper are thicker at the bottom and they actually look like little raindrops. It's awesome. So I'm doing them from a distance. So as they fall, they're hitting the paper close to us first. Brandy, oh my God, hello. So everyone, the Brandy that just joined in today, this is for her. So glad that you could make it, hon. So yeah, there's some droplets on there now. They're drying a little bit lighter, which is good. And then I'm gonna do the white because I want her masked in order to do all the spray and everything of the white. So that is kind of the next thing on the list. And then I'll peel this off and work on the rest of it. So glad you could make it, Brandy. Yay! All right, first things first, it's water change time. So I will be right back. Don't anyone worry. I just need to give my brushes a rinse. I don't even have to wash them. I just need to get the blue off because next is adding white. That's the part I'm the most nervous about. So I need to really make sure to do this right because I've never done it before. So we're gonna do our best. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh yay, I'm so glad that you were able to make it, Brandy. Nice, Kylie. Thank you so much, John. No, it means I really don't know what I'm doing. Damn it. Okay, so I've been giving it some thought on how exactly I'm gonna get this done. My thoughts have pretty much been, oh shit. So I have seen some people use rulers, so I may actually paint along on a ruler like this so that I can get random lines, but I don't think that any of the jelly roll pens that I have are really enough. So I'm gonna use a paintbrush and I'm gonna use white acrylic, which I think I have white acrylic ink. Yes, I do. Oh, that's a good idea, Kylie. Okay. And I need somewhere to put it. So I have all my yogurt lids. So this is some really old acrylic ink that I've had for a long time. Plain yogurt for you. When I opened the lid, there's all this dried acrylic around the edge, so it kind of got all these little chunky bits on my pan, so that's why I had to get it off. Well, you know what? I might do a bit of both. For starters, I'm gonna start with the paint and then work from there. And so I have to start on one end and go to the other, or the ruler's gonna start smudging the rain strips that I'm gonna give it. So I'm gonna have to start over here. And the main thing I need to do is keep the direction of it kind of the same. And I'll change the thickness of the lines and I'll vary them so that it's not all, you know, the same thickness, hence looking like it's all on the exact same plane. Rain should go further back and come closer in, right? So actually, in that vein, maybe I will start with the Jelly Roll pen because those would be the thinner ones. So let's try that. I'm gonna start with Jelly Roll. I just need to get this going. All right, so I'm gonna start with Jelly Roll. So those ones are the rain that's farther away, and then I'll do the brush for the rain that's closer in. Fingers crossed! Don't know how well this is gonna show up. I'm gonna add more in. I'm just letting those dry and then I'll come back. Has Sherlock taken over the chair again? Every day. As soon as I get up, he's there. So I'm trying to get like a bigger dispense of ink at the bottom, and then I'm just quickly pulling the rest of it up. I'm just doing a quick flick with my hand to try to get that look of a drop. What are you baking? Oh, you're doing pizza, right? Thank you, Valenstone. Oh, you're so sweet, Devin. It really depends. Ah, shoot. Well, I can cover that one with some flex. Okay, all those are dry. I'm gonna work down here a little bit. Oh, hello, Terrence. You know, I'm really sorry I haven't heard back from Motor City Comic Con. I don't know what's going on, and then of course, you know, with the times being as they are, everything's up in the air, right? But I'm really sorry that I never had an answer on that. Thank you, Saxon. James, hello. Okay, thank you for the heads up, Gabriel. So now I'm using now I'm using some white acrylic, the ink that I was talking about, and I'm just doing some rain splatter off the edge of the character. But I don't want it to go too far off of her body, so it's just going to be a little bit right now. I may add more afterwards, but for right now, it's just going to be like hitting the side of her body. Oh, that's so cool, James. Good for you. Oh, thank you, Colorado. All right, now there needs to be splatters coming off of her hair. But you know what? Actually, I can't do that yet because I need to ink her hair first. So I'm going to leave that for now. And I think it's time to start removing the mask on her and starting to do the coloring on Death herself. Woo! So it's time to remove the mask. Is Kylie back? She really likes the mask time. You know what? I want a little bit right there on her shoulder. Okay. I'm just gonna do this really quickly. I need some splatter on her shoulder, and I kind of forgot that. Is this dry? Oh yeah, it's dry. So there's parts like on her elbow, right here on her hand, where there would be more drips coming down. But I'll be doing that with the Jelly Roll pen because it seems like I was wrong and the Jelly Roll pen shows up just fine, which I didn't think it would. So that's good to know. Now for a decent amount of this, I'm gonna switch to Copic marker because I can use the Cool and Toner grays to get all the colors that I need. So hopefully my ink won't dry and I can use it again later. Just gonna check if Death Skin is almost more a little bit along the lines of I need to look her up. Like blue gray skin or like a flat gray. I'm going to look at one of the statues because the statue will probably be the clearest indication for me of what her skin is like. Okay, so she actually has like a skin tone to her. It's just very pale. Is Kara here? Kara, hello! Yeah, okay, most people use either Cool Gray or Toner Gray. So I might use Cool Gray. Now here we go. Let's try Cool Gray. So, the base was done with watercolor, and that's really what I wanted the watercolor for, was to do the background. And then for the actual character herself, I'm going to switch to Copic marker. At least that's my plan right now. We'll see how it goes. And for her, I've got the water coming this way, but the light source is going to be coming from over here. It's already a little bit lighter over here, and I think it'll give some balance in the weight of the picture. I just got an achievement on Twitch. I wonder what it is. It says achievement completed the Empire business. What does that mean? Stream for 500 hours total. Woohoo! So I have streamed for 500 hours total as of just right now. Whoop whoop! Thank you, Rob. It only feels like 750, so you're doing well. Well, thank you, Rob. It is kind of cool of Twitch, you know, to keep people encouraged and stuff. They do have all these little milestones that you can reach, which, you know, definitely does help. Because you guys have just made it so nice for me, and I'm so grateful for all of you, because growing a following on Twitch is pretty difficult, actually. So I'm so grateful for all of you. Hello, Noctuvia. Oh, well, thank you so much, Rob. Yes, cheers to 500 more. Hopefully I'll reach my next 500 a little faster, huh? Hey, Keeman. You devoted 500 hours of your lives to me. Oh my God. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. Whoa, Juan. That's dedication, huh? I would really... That would be a very, very painful list of names that I'd have to put on my body. Because you all are so great. It looked like Victor says, yeah. Chrissy Albertson Art, thank you so much for the follow. Kylie's back. Whoop whoop. Thank you, Kylie. Still a work in progress, but I'll keep at it soon. Your wallet is crying and abused. Tell them it's such a good deal. You're spending about $7 per pan or per half pan, and I spent about 21. 16 to 21 per pan. So you're getting a really good deal. And the fact that you still get to choose your colors, I mean, that is crazy. Okay, as soon as I'm done with this part, like with her skin, I'm going to do a little bit of a fixie fix on her, her face. Oh, my lip and skin color isn't there. Okay. Kara's back. Whoop whoop. All right, so now I'm going to work on her face. And because caution is always needed with Copic markers, I've got the dab pad right here. Okay, now I'm using toner gray number 5. There we go. Now she's looking so much better. I'm telling you, just that tiny little change makes such a difference. I need to put new nibs on all of these toner gray markers. I'm telling you, they all have a beard. And I'm kind of coloring with my Copic markers goatee. All right, just to be very safe, I'm keeping my dab pad right there, just in case anything is gonna try to start dripping. You thought I said nips? I do, frequently. So something I'm considering doing, and I haven't decided yet because it really hasn't seemed like it's necessary just yet. But sometimes, like a lot for Harley, for instance, and she also has cool gray skin like this, is I'll put a little bit of purple into her face in places where blush would be and stuff like that, because it just helps a very pale character like this still retain their paleness or lack of skin color, but at the same time then they don't quite look quite so pasty, I suppose. So I'm keeping that in the back of my mind as something I may use in a bit, but I don't know if it's needed yet. For now, what's really fucking with my head is her hair. So let's get that done, because those things are just really not. When the face is half finished and the hair is half finished, you know, I can't move on to the rest of the piece. I know, make death look less dead. I do. The irony is not lost on me, but still. Goth blush, exactly. Yay, thank you, Colorado. Pasty is kind of her jam, that is true. But it's also Harley's. Well, I guess she wears makeup. So does she, though. Anyway, I'm gonna think about it. It may not be the right call for her, and you know, I will keep that in mind. The first time, you mean. Now you're totally desensitized to it because it's all the time, right? So the first 15 minutes. What did I even say? I can't even remember. Did I just say something bad? I'm so innocent, you guys. I don't even know. It's like white fuzz. So maybe just maybe, I should have taken a little bit more thought and care to masking out more of her hair. But, ooh, and I just rhymed. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it really matters, because I can just come back in with a white colored pencil and add in highlights if I want to. Because I need to make sure there is none of this masking halo right there. LV Teacher Man, hello, welcome to the stream. Today I'm working on a commission of the DC character or Neil Gaiman's Death. So I just finished up doing some watercolor. Now I'm working on the Copic marker phase. Get this done. Will the kids be making dinner? No, I think Dan is cooking dinner today, like a sweetheart. Dan is just running the house right now, like a champion. I'm sure at some point he's gonna need to go back to work, and then we're all gonna be so spoiled. Well, especially me. I don't really know when the kids are going back to school. It may not be for a while. Really, Brandy? Oh my God. That is a long, long summer break. Oh, you're so amazing, Kara. Yes, they did. But the schools that my kids go to, yes, they're shut down. Yep. That is my son is a high school senior, so he is quite sad that, like, you know, the whole graduation thing, he's not going to get one. Oh, thank you, Rainmaker. I really appreciate that. Yeah, right now we're still waiting to hear. The schools closed 1 week before spring break here in Canada, so I think that they're just going to let spring break happen, and then once school time resumes, they will they'll keep us informed on what the plan is. But one thing that the Alberta government did say is that all the 12th graders will that they will ensure that the 12th graders manage to finish their school and that they are prepared for secondary education or continuing education if they want. So like they are committing to help those guys finish out their school. Oh, your spring break doesn't start until the week before Easter. Ah. Just checking something real quick. Oh, weird. One second, guys. I got an email by someone. Very weird. Somebody's like, we got some comic books addressed to your name, but they came to our house. I guess someone who lives nearby here, and they wrote in through the website, which is hilarious. So I guess they had to find me somehow. Oops. I will need to answer that. Hanusol, hello! No, in Canada we have 12. So my son is graduating this May. No, the end of June. And he's in 12th grade. Yeah, it's really nice of them. So I just need to write them back. Oh, she gave me her phone number. I'll call her after the stream. The rest of your spring semester will be done remotely. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is really progress that, you know, all the schools and everything are learning how to do a lot more remotely. And, you know, I think in a lot of ways that might be for the best. I understand that there are plenty of parents that don't work from home, and I'm not saying that, like, it should happen forever, but it is great that they're finding ways for the kids to keep doing their school. Not trying to be insensitive. You're learning a lot, yeah. So you're having to set up all the learning, huh, Lee? You're, for whatever kind of remote schooling that's going to be happening, you're the one figuring it out, huh? Saxon, yeah, pretty much. I'm going to try to get caught up on commissions for anyone that's on the wait list that still wants it. And then I am going to I have covers that I need to get done. So pretty much I only have this week and next week for commissions because I had these weeks. I don't generally like take deadlines that overlap with conventions. So I kind of leave the convention week to finish up work, wrap anything up, stay on top of everything in general. That being said, I'm spending Planet Comic Con week and Dallas Fan Expo weeks trying to get some of my commissions done. Then the following week after that, so the week after next, I have a Lady Death cover to do. And then I have a Zenescope cover to do. And then possibly one more retailer exclusive. And then I need to think. Probably I'll be doing a bit more covers. What it is I have given slots to various retailers and they know they have X amount of cover slots for me. I don't really know, or from me. I don't know what they are yet. They just have an allotted amount of time. Or Coffin Comics has certain allotments of time that I have set aside for them. And then closer to that time, I'll usually get an email from Brian being like, okay, so here's what I'd like you to do. This is your general assignment or challenge. He usually poses it as a challenge, which I really like. It's super cool. So, yeah, he will be in touch. You did hear covers. You had to talk some users through setting up their work computers at home. Aw, Tom, that's amazing. You knew you recognized that cover on my ads? Oh, cool. Then all our commissions. Yes. Okay, now it's time to start giving her the wet hair. So I did her hair a little bit more stringy. Now, granted, she does kind of have that feathered 80s haircut. So there was already an element of the more stringy look to her hair, but I enhanced it a little bit more even so that it's kind of wet. But because she's spinning her head and I want the spinning to be part of the motion of this page, that's why it's flying up and not hanging down. Busy girl. Yeah, I've got a ton to do. And then if I have any breaks in commissions and cover art and assignments, then we also are trying, if at all possible, to maybe not run it this year, but prepare for the Divinica art book. So there's just a lot of stuff that needs to happen. Yes, going full wet rat look. That's funny. There will be no breaks. I know, when am I going to get it through my thick head? I'm always planning for this time where I will have some magical break. But you know what? I'm always planning for that. But then whenever something does start looking remotely like it's a little bit of a break, I'll panic and, be like, oh my God, I need work. Or what if next month I'm not going to have work? You know how that is, where you can just kind of worry yourself into a tizzy when really your problem is that you have too much work? Thank you, Rob. That means so much. Thank you. Yes, I do need to worry myself into that commission list. And there should also be little drips and stuff on her skin. Thank you, Travis. What is this in your hand? Are you asking me? Oh, the pen. It's a Sakura jelly roll. And there are a lot of different companies that do these jelly rolls, but to me, the Sakura one is the best. It kind of lasts the longest. As soon as we have them allocated as covers. So I always wait when it comes to covers. I wait for them to be out for a little while. Rivulets next to her right eye. Her right eye. Oh, these ones? Oh, thank you. Or is that not what you meant? Well, I'm still going to work on the hair, you guys. I can't say that I am perfectly content with it yet. You like jelly and rolls. Thank you so much, Chicago. Okay, so to answer you a little bit more clearly, Colorado, as far as the new Divinica covers and when they will be available as prints. We still need to plan them as covers. Now, the plan was to have at least one of them to be the Calgary exclusive. Now, the likelihood of Calgary Expo going forward is a little up in the air, and I would feel that it's probably, in my mind right now, I am not speaking with any knowledge or authority, but to me it's like 99% sure, I am 99% sure it's not going to be going forward. Weep. So that kind of puts our whole pipeline process a little bit in a giant question mark for JP Roth and I. So we still need to see. And then I don't know if anybody saw Image Comics big notice to like all publishers. They sent around something which was very cool of them, or they did like a public email or something. And so we need to think about the publishing in light of COVID and how much we're gonna do. You know, we don't want to overload comic book stores. So there's a lot to think about. So I'm sorry that my answer is so very long and all of that. I will try to at least have one exclusive at around the Calgary Expo time, because that's what we promised, and that will be one of the covers that I've been working on. frees up the weekend for a Dawn Con. You guys are so great. Thank you, David. In other words, you need to put on your patience pants. Patience pants, I love it. That is so good. I'm stealing that one, if you don't mind. Patience pants. Lol. Your guys' enthusiasm for the cover and everything, it means so much. And so we will really, I will be talking with JP Roth. She would like to use one of them for the actual published Divinica trade. And then one of them will be my Calgary exclusive. And if it's not at Calgary, it'll probably be online. And then, yeah, I'll have prints of it post-haste. Thank you. Patience pants. I really appreciate it, Colorado. The video froze again. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna give her hair a break for a few minutes because I want to look at it and think about it. I feel like I might need to do some directional spray here because like her hair would be spraying out all over the place. But for now, I'm just going to wait. And I'm gonna work on her gloves and her pants. There's a lot of other stuff to do and I just don't want to overdo it on her hair right now. I need to think. Your patience pants are in the cleaners, but due to social distancing. I don't know how you're gonna cope, Wayne. It's a really long time to wait. You forgot how much you love shading. It is fun. Did I miss a question? Kylie, thank you so much for always being there to answer. DS Crew, thank you so much for the follow. Well, I have time to chat after the stream / dinner. I will try, Kylie. If not, did you send me what you needed me to see? I think you did, right? Because it looks like I need to go pick up some books that got delivered to the wrong house. And then it's my hangout time with Vienna, because she waits until I'm done with the stream and we're watching a show together. You did, okay. If for some reason I'm not able to make it, I will at least get you the file. Can I talk about the trade of Divinica? It will probably be soft cover, like, you know, a typical comic book trade. So it'll be perfect bound, soft cover. As far as when, that's the thing we need to kind of get a pulse on, you know, the comic book industry as a whole. Sankari, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, that's tough when they're all a step apart, Kylie. I'm sorry, love. You will always get a heads up before everyone else because you guys are the VIP bestest. Oh, interesting, Kylie. That's really smart. At least they're not like shutting everything down. Michael can keep working, but in a safer, smaller group. I like it. Jeff Monet, hello! Welcome to the stream. How is the cure for migraines going? It's going pretty good, you know. Aside from the rare time, I am actually doing much, much better on the migraines. So like something that would usually really take me down, I'm finding that I can bounce back a lot quicker. I'm not, you know, instead of kind of counting the days where I don't feel like I'm about ready to die with a migraine, I now can count the days that I do have a migraine. You know, like whenever you go to a neurologist or a doctor, and for me, whenever I'm going to a neurologist to tell them something, they always want me to, you know, keep a diary of how many days I have a migraine. You know, how often would you say it is? Like once a week, once a month? I'm just like, motherfucker, I have to take account of the days I don't have a migraine because those are glorious. So, but now it actually is starting to shift to the other way, and I'm really, really grateful. You're on a pain scale of 8 always? Rob, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, that is so amazing, Kylie. Mike is awesome. Thank you, LV teacher man. That's so nice of you. Swear warning. I know. Well, that's so good. I'm glad you're getting a bonus. You deserve it. Mitch, okay, so there is a new medication. It's called Amovig, A-M-O-V-I-G. And from what I understand, at least here in Canada, it is the first actual treatment for migraines. And it like coats the nerves in your head or something for people that are just like severe chronic migraine sufferers. And it's the first thing I've tried. I've been seeing doctors since I was about 8 years old for headaches and migraines. I started complaining about headaches when I was about 2, my mom said. 19 months old, 2 years old, somewhere around there. Yeah, I have pretty much been told everything under the sun and told to try everything under the sun. And this is the first thing I've found so far that is not like an actual pain medication, but is a treatment. And it's actually helping me. I've only been on it for about 2 or 3 months, but you have to self-inject. So it's like an EpiPen, once a month. Not so fun, but other than that, it's good. Oh yay, thank you, Kylie. Oh my God, you guys are making me feel so bad for my foul mouth. I guess I really should feel bad. I was gonna say another one. Because I'm used to it, Devin. You know, it's one of those things, if you're used to it, then it's not so bad. And when I know that like it's going to affect my ability to be on Twitch and actually human nicely and not be kind of crabby or cranky, I won't go live. So, you know, if I end up missing a stream someday, generally that's the reason why. But today, for instance, I took some Dayquil and it helped, and so I'm here, you know. And on days, though, if I feel like it's gonna make me seem a little bitchy or grumpy, I'd rather not go live than kind of be nasty, you know, or just seem off. It's not gonna be fun for anybody. Oh, thank you, John. Exactly, Chicago. I literally almost did that. Yeah, you know what, Chicago, I think that you said something, or someone said something about the gray shirt. I'm kind of liking it too. So, it's just the like, is that wrong? So anyway, I'm going to leave it for now and then I will think about it. Oh, don't worry about it, Paul. I deserved it. Thank you, Gabriel. It's because you guys are so awesome and so fun. I don't want to be the red one from Inside Out. Exactly. Oh, hello, Enzer. Welcome back. The time where I can't monitor or just not show up is at conventions. So I do have a few people that have said that they met me and I didn't seem very positive or nice. And I know exactly which times it was, and I know exactly what happened, and I had a really bad headache. And I don't want to do that on Twitch. I'm terrified of it at conventions because sometimes it's unavoidable and you're trying to like stay alive when you're feeling like your head is going to literally start squeezing out your ears. So yeah, that is, I'm so afraid of that happening. So I never want it to happen on Twitch. Gold or silver? The Ankh is silver. Yeah, exactly, Wayne. Thank you. Thank you, Sid. It wasn't, but they don't know that, you know? That's why I also take it with a grain of salt when someone is like, you know, thinking that somebody was mean, because it really, honestly, it could have just been a really bad moment right then, you know? And I know in my case it was legitimately a bad moment, bad day, head exploding. But honestly, it just takes one moment of somebody meeting you. And if you're being off or a little bit not so nice, I mean, that's the worst. That's the one time somebody meets you and then you kind of come off seeming like a bitch. It's the worst. I was in great spirits. Oh, that's so good to hear, John. That means a ton. Oh, I think honestly, Gabriel, I think it's easier to be, at least for me, I have a much easier time people coming up to me and saying hello than me having to go up to people and say hello. I can barely do it. I honestly can barely walk up to an artist I admire and say hi. It takes me an entire weekend to pluck up the courage to do so. So I actually have a lot of admiration for anybody who actually comes up to say hi because you're braver than I am. I did okay at the one you were at. Yay, Rob. What did I do, Juan? I made you cry? Wayne and Kara are plotting stabbing me. You work at Walmart, you have a forced persona of friendliness. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, teachers, people that work in sales. I mean, you guys are amazing. Sincerity is the key. Once you can fake that, you've got it made. Oh my god, did I meet you there, Keeman? Oh, yes, you're reenacting Pulp Fiction, but aren't I the one that's getting getting the, like, EpiPen? My Skull 13, hello, and thank you so much for the follow. I made you feel bad and you had to go to a safe space to recover. Weep! Where did you go? To Buzz's table? You still have the pictures. Aw, that's so cool, Keeman. Buzz understands your pain. Weep. Buzz is the best. I think the first time I met Buzz was it's like for real met Buzz. You know, like actually hung out with him and got to talk to him because again, like I said, giant chicken. Buzz is hilarious. I absolutely love Buzz. But I know if you would tell Buzz that like, oh, Dawn hurt my feelings, he would probably kick you in the pants. The water paper, it really does, Kylie, but actually it's easier to blend Copic marker on watercolor paper than it is on regular paper. It's a lot more forgiving. The catch is that it spreads like crazy. So like if you're trying to do something like say a lip, go quite a bit in from what you normally do. Like I'd say wherever you normally have your, wow, it looks like she's wearing booty shorts right now. Lol. If you usually are like 1 millimeter or half a millimeter in from the line to compensate for the spread that Copic does, I would double that. And at least hang out there for a little while because it keeps going. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Mitch. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. My credit card thing is kind of crap. Yeah, booty shorts with weird skin flaps on her knees. Oh, okay, so you are Saxon, just you changed your name. Okay. Welcome back. Yes, Kylie, it's a tiny learning curve. You're not going to have much of anything. Like I said, it's easier to blend. Like literally, I looked up and was chatting and talking, and I'm going to be able to still work with the Copic marker that I had down. So it's much more forgiving. The booty shorts variant. Yeah, with like kind of skin flappy knees. I don't know if that's a thing. I remember at the Silvestri roundtable thing, you did. Silvestri name checked Dawn and said was amazed by 3-ball female artists we have now and thinks it's great. Aw. That's so awesome. I'm not sure I follow everything, Paul, but thank you. Yo-yo! Oh, he was amazed by all. Okay, yeah, typos are the worst. I'm so sorry. Okay. That is so sweet. My God, that means the world. Honestly, until I met Mark Silvestri earlier this year, I didn't even think he knew I existed. I was like shocked. It was so sweet. Made my year. All right, I can't leave everything this gray. I need to make it black. Yes, they're jeans, but then some people make them look like leather pants, so I think it kind of goes either way by interpretation. Thank you guys so much. Brandy, you're wonderful. Thank you. You are wonderful, Yo-Yo, and I'm so, so grateful to you. think that some people needed Yo-Yo's signature while at my booth, right, Yo-Yo? Okay, don't anybody worry. I'm going to be darkening this up. You did sign 2 books. I thought so. Ooh, you signed up for Dragon Con and hoping for Tucson. Sweet! Oh, Mixed Mamba, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Juan, I'm so sorry. Ooh, I want T9. Oh my god, it's gonna be the best, Kylie. I'm so excited for you, and you found such a good deal. And you got watercolor paper already, right? Oh man, I so hope San Diego won't get canceled this year too. Weep, weep. Oh, I definitely want to know, Kylie. You're probably going to get some colors that I don't have, but then also some that I do, and it's going to be so fun. Did you find? Actually, you know what? I posted the ones that I bought, Kylie. If you go to my Facebook page. Maybe I can look for it because that'll be much easier for you to actually see. And then there's, yeah, because the Schmincke online swatch cards are actually really good. That's where I chose my colors. And then I can see if I can find it for you too, because then at least, you know, you're seeing each color, but then you're also seeing the colors next to it, so you could decide that you don't even like the color I used and you want to get something else. All right, I feel that that's an appropriate amount of shine for her pants. Some people do give her kind of more leather style pants, and I think that we need that pop on her legs. Otherwise, it's just too much flat black. Devin is being a party pooper. Well, he's speaking the truth. It's very sad, but I have a feeling that's what it's gonna be. Okay, you guys, it's my dinner time. And so what I will do is I'm gonna head for dinner, and then I'm gonna finish this one up and be starting on the Joan Commission with you guys tomorrow. So my thought is to go a little bit longer tomorrow. I feel like a few of you said that you would be around for a few more hours. So pending anything going wrong, that's my plan. Is I'd like to start a little earlier tomorrow and wrap this one up and make some headway through this one. I still need to finish the sketch, so I'll probably work on the sketch with you guys tomorrow. So anyway, fingers crossed, I'll try to do a marathon with you guys. Thank you so much, Chicago. Thank you all for your support, for being here, for just rocking your lives. I'm so glad you're happy, Brandy. I will do my best to get this one wrapped up looking as good as I possibly can. Bye, all of you. Yes, yay longer. Mwah, mwah. See you, Jeff. See you, Gabriel, Brandy, Keeman, Kylie. I love you all. Only 498 more hours to go. I know. Oh well. Here's to trying. Love you all tons. Have a good night's sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.